time to talk about the Prince of Power once again, as we talk about the mighty Hercules and his adventures through the space. Well, folks, it's time once again to talk about Hercules Solar Series. Once again, we continue Hercules' adventures in the far-flung future of space. This is issue 3 of Hercules Solar Series, The Prince of Power. Whom would the god destroy? Bob Layton, program designer. Rick Parker, alphabet readout. Bob Sharpen, spectral analysis interpreter. Mark Grunwald, analyst supervisor. Luke McCall, imaging hydrogen suitor, meanest material in the cosmos. This comic starts with Hercules and his pal recorder unfortunately entering a war zone and being attacked. Well, you know what? Nobody attacks the mighty Hercules. So Hercules does what Hercules does best. Essentially, pulling a Hulk move. And we discovered that the reason Hercules can breathe in space is because of the magic of Apollo's chariot. If you remember back in the beginning of the series, way back in issue 1 of our reviews, he was given the magic of Apollo's chariot. Well, apparently, as long as he's inside Apollo's chariot, the magic of it allows him to exist in the vacuum of space. But without it, he essentially still needs air, so he still is a demi-human. But Hercules is still the mighty Hercules, so he eventually takes over the ship. Well, he manages to take over the ship and go back to base and meets the head of this group, while Reporter ends up in the humans. We find out that in this sector, 12 planets go on mission, usually one every 5 years. And unfortunately, Recorder gets himself into a fight because, well, bad luck on his part. But you know what? Hercules is okay with that because, well, Hercules is Hercules. He's a happy guy. If you need to fight once a week or once an issue, he's usually pretty happy about that. He actually likes these guys. So Herc decides, you know what, he's going to help these guys out and join in the fight. So we actually get this scene of essentially Hercules leading the fight against these guys in his space chariot. Yeah, Hercules get caught by these aliens who find out their thing is they have to sacrifice a planet every 5 years to their god. Of course, if you know Marvel, there's only one person that we know of who requires a planet. Yeah, I think you know what's coming. They've read Hercules' mind, so they know his own godly connection. And they plan to sacrifice him as well. Well, you know what? Luckily, Recorder, even though his legs are gone, is still very loyal to Hercules and manages to free him. And heads back to the ship. Hercules is going to do his best impression of the Hulk here and do a little smashing. he's going to avenge the lives of those brave soldiers that he fought side by side, because at the end of the day, Hercules is a hero, and specifically, he is an avenger. Pun indicated. You got your bullseye here. And then we learn about the big thing here. Issue 4, which would be the final issue of the series for this one. Hercules meets Galactus, which I think is a good way to wrap the series. 5 out of 5. Really enjoyed this issue. Very fun. And I can't recommend this series enough. So next time we review this series, we'll get to see Hercules fight the mighty Hercules fight Galactus. So it's sad that so many soldiers lost their lives, but you know, Hercules was able to avenge his fallen allies. Alright. So hope you enjoyed this review in the mighty Marvel manner. We talked about the Prince of Power himself, the mighty Hercules. And I will have a couple in the future. I will have a few other Marvel comic reviews. I'll be talking about Shang-Chi, the great Marvel warrior. I don't know when those reviews will come. I was able to, as you saw in other videos, I did pick up 2 issues. And these will be specifically the 70s issues. I know you guys do like when I talk about older comics. And specifically, so look forward to that. I'll try and space it out. And yeah, we'll talk about that once again in the mighty Marvel manner. Alright, so comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new. And at some point I'll try and do some DC stuff, a few other odds and ends. Alright, so comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new. And until next time, we'll see you next time, true believers. Comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new. Until next time, you've got the power of Hercules. We'll see you next time on The Prince of Power.